Welcome to your Daily Revolution podcast. Today's topic, ignore the thoughts and feelings. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
My name is Setema, Gali, the founder and creator of the Prosperity Revolution, a global movement that helps you to get out of scarcity and into prosperity every single day. A movement where people have value, things do not, where money is a result of helping people, where you're rewarded for creating value for others, and where prosperity is not the result of luck, but a predictable steps and formulas, and where happiness is the ultimate goal.
My goodness, another glorious, beautiful day here in Southern California. Thank you for listening to the podcast. I'm coming off of 2 weeks of immersion in 3 weeks. So we had our Titan immersion. I came home for a week. Then I went back out for Shield Maiden immersion. And I'm back home shooting this podcast. And, there is a level of exhaustion that takes place when you do these events, right? We start at 6 a.m. So I'm up usually between 4 and 5, which is Central Time, which is like 2 and 3 here, California time. And then we're on point while we're teaching and training, and the work that we do inside of immersion is just so significant. It's so special. It's so sacred. By the time I come back home, it takes me a little bit to recover. So I'm exhausted. It was a great weekend. We did a lot of training with my boys, my wife, basketball, football training. I spent time with my family. And then Monday morning hit, which is today, I'm shooting this podcast. And I woke up. It was like 4:30 and I was like, oh my goodness. And I had every kind of thought rolling through my head. Every thought that you can imagine, like, you are not good. And when I get tired, and even when I'm not tired, I just have thoughts. And I think people out there have this misconception that once you've arrived and you've got some success under your belt, or you look like things are going well, that you don't face the same things that they face. You don't face feelings of unworthiness or inadequacy or insecurity or like you're not good enough. And so this morning, I had these thoughts all morning. Like my thoughts were like, dude, you're not good enough. You don't belong. You don't deserve it. No one listens. I mean, it's crazy, right? These are the thoughts that were rolling through my head this morning. Now, I know better. I know that the thoughts that I have, they are not real. I know that the thoughts, feelings, emotions that go through me don't mean anything. They mean absolutely nothing. And this is where a lot of people make mistakes, right? They think their thoughts mean something. They think it's like there's something really wrong with them. And I know this, that thoughts are not real. They're just like clouds. It's just a thought. So this morning as I'm getting ready for the gym, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm just like, nope, brush my teeth, get ready to go, change my clothes. I grab my supplements. I get in my truck and boom, I turn the ignition and I go. And on the way to the gym, I'm starting to wake up and I'm just like praying to God and I'm expressing gratitude and I'm visualization, right? This great workout. I get to the gym walking and I'm still tired. But by the time I'm about my 5th or 6th set of the workout, I start to feel better, right? I start to shake the cobwebs off and I start to feel better. And I start to go. We had a good probably hour and 20-minute workout. I had chest, shoulders, and triceps, get some stretching on my legs, and then I come home, take my family to school, and here we are, the day is moving. Now, there is a very significant thing that's happening here, right? We think, as if you're an entrepreneur, right? You've got a business, a home-based business, or you've got 150 employees and you got to be on. We sometimes forget that we will not always feel good. In fact, most mornings, you're not going to feel good. I ignore the thoughts and the feelings in the morning. I ignore the thoughts and the feelings when I'm tired. I ignore the thoughts and the feelings, right, when I've just suffered a setback in business, when something didn't go the way we planned. Why? Because your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and your moods, they will lead you astray. They will deceive you. They will lie to you to try to protect you as if like something bad is going to happen to you. Imagine this morning if I didn't get up. Imagine if I just laid in bed and I just sat there like, oh, it's not going to work. I'm not good enough. And I just listened. I don't get up and go to the gym. I don't start to feel better. I just listen to my thoughts and feelings and emotions and moods. And then I don't start the day the way I want it to start. And then I start slow and sluggish. And then the thoughts just continue to compound over and over and over. So there's a lesson here, right? The lesson here is don't wait until you feel like it before you take action. Action first, feeling and inspiration will follow, right? Action first, and then the inspiration and the feelings, they usually follow. Now, if we were to take this lesson and principle applied to the physicality and fitness of our life, I mean, it's true. Most times people go to the gym, they don't feel like it. They don't want to, right? They're just like, oh, and this has happened to me on many occasions. So I drive to the gym and my partner's not going to be there. So it's just a solo workout. And I will sit there in my car for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. I'm like, dude, get out. Like, I gotta move. And when I get out and go to work, like I feel better and I just go. So this, again, powerful people, they aren't listening to their thoughts and their feelings and their emotions and their moods. They are doing the work regardless of their thoughts, feelings, emotions, and moods. Spiritually, I'm going to wait till I feel inspiration from God, and then I'm going to do the spiritual disciplines. No, my friends. That is not how it works. The game is to do the spiritual things first. So that's different for everyone. Depending, I'm a man who believes in God. So when I say spiritual things for me, it means like I pray, I meditate, I go to church, I worship, right? I go to a church every week. Yesterday was Sunday. I did not want to go to church. I was tired. I woke up. I'm like, oh my gosh. I got up like 5:30 on the Sunday morning. I'm like, I'm going to go get a walk in. And I just was exhausted. And then I'm like, oh man, I don't want to go to church. I don't want to go to church. I rarely do want to go to church when I'm tired. But I ignored it and I went to church and it was a great day. There's some great things shared from the pulpit. We're back inside of the building versus outside. Great to see people hugging and embracing people. Yes, I am a dude who likes to hug and embrace people, right? I like that. I love like hugging the man, hugging the women, I high five the kids, give them little half hugs and I love it. And again, if I listen to my thoughts, feelings, emotions, and moods, I don't get to church. Now, relationally, I love this one. When we apply it to the big four relationships, marriage and family. Man, listen, I'm talking to you, man, right now. If you're married, you think, well, I'm married, my wife should just, we should just have sex and eat something. Like, no. You won't feel like it most of the time. You won't feel like courting your wife and dating your wife and teasing your wife and giving her love and compliments and time and space and money because you're busy working most of the day, right? That's what we do as men. We provide, we preside, we protect. So I just make up my mind what's required to get what I want with my wife. And that requires me to serve, to love, to compliment, to do all these things that would allow us, right, to do all these things that will allow us to have the most epic connection and deep, meaningful, fulfilling marriage. Same thing with my kids. You know how many times I finish work and my boy's like, Dad, let's go shoot basketball. In my mind, I'm like, I am so tired. But I'm like, no, you already made up your mind. Like, I'm a 5-star, patient, powerful daddy who shows up for my kids, who invests in my sons, who makes them better. So once we get outside, start shooting hoops, I'm fine. Once we can get in the truck and get to the field and start throwing routes and running one-on-ones with my boys and throwing the football around and doing drills, like, I'm good. Because remember, action first, let the inspiration and feelings follow. And if they never follow, big deal. Just do the work. And in the business realm, man, this is like the big one. How many times do you wait? I'm going to wait till I feel like it. I'm going to wait till I feel like it. I'm going to wait till I feel inspired and motivated. Problem is that inspired and motivating feelings and thoughts, that's for the rookies. The big dogs, right? The big dogs who are building big things, who are up to building empires and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-figure businesses who are, and let's not, maybe not in business. Maybe they're just touching lives everywhere they go. Like, you can count on them. They are the guys or the gals. They are the people who do the work regardless of how they feel. Like, you've got to do the work regardless of how you feel. You've got to ignore the thoughts, feelings, emotions, and moods. Most of your thoughts, they're not real. They're not real. They're not true, but we behave according to like they're true, and then we don't ever take action. So, do the work without having to feel like it. Do the work regardless of how you think or what your emotions are. Do what you said you would do regardless of what's going on in your mind and your heart. Just do the work. Date your spouse. Date your kids. Go play catch with your kids. Go sit with them, play video games. Go play music with them. I got a son who's playing the bass guitar. Man, it's so fun. Like, I'm just my travel schedule, right? So I'm a little bit tired, but I'm like, dude, let's jam out. Like, go grab the guitars. I grab the guitar. He grabs the bass, and it's so fun. Like, my sons are 14, 11, and 8, right? I mean, they're moving. They're growing. I don't got time to be tired with them. So I'll meditate today in between calls and in between work. I'll get some rest. But as soon as my boys come home, it's go time. Like, we got to go. We got a band practice we got to get to. We got a speed workout we got to get to. We got a family night. A lot of good things moving on in the Gali home. And my invitation to you listening to this podcast, please, 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 my friends, ignore the thoughts, feelings, emotions, and moods. Stop waiting till you feel like it. Stop waiting to feel motivated before you do the work. Just set the target and hit the target. Set the high value targets and go do what's required to get what you deep down desire. Because if you do the required work, you will get the desired results that you want, regardless of the thoughts, feelings, emotions, and moods. My friends, thanks for listening to the podcast today. If this has been helpful, I invite you to check out our Champions Huddle. That's championshuddle.com. That is our monthly coaching. We go twice a month. We got entrepreneurs in there. We got all kinds of content, things to help you build and grow and scale your business, as well as grow yourself. Right? Get some accountability, get some systems and tools to help you to overcome all the things that are killing your momentum and progress and keeping you in the mediocrity or the land of average. Instead, let's go get greatness. So check out that championshuddle.com. Thank you for listening. I'm so grateful that you're part of my world. I'm so grateful that you listen to the podcast. And if there's anything I can do for you, just let me know. I'm out.
This is your daily revolution. Live in prosperity, we show you how to do it. There's no luck about it, we got the strategic blueprint. This is your daily revolution. You already know. And if you don't, then check my resume. Turning pressure into possibilities every day. Y'all can win and live our unique purpose. We change our mindsets and put the work in. This is your daily revolution. Daily revolution. Revolution. Your daily revolution podcast.